Hey everybody, this is Peter Schrager with the divisional round cheat sheet for Fox NFL football coverage. Here are my 5 thoughts heading into the weekend. Number 1, this Giants team reminds me a lot of the '07 squad. I know it's quick to go to that conclusion, but between the demeanor and the story of Daniel Jones compared to Eli Manning, when you look at the defensive line and how it performed against Minnesota and what Strahan and Tuck and OC had for the Giants in '07, then you consider the path for this team. It's eerily similar to what the '07 Giants did. Hear me out. That '07 team went on the road against Tampa, division winner, and beat them. Giants, they went on the road against Minnesota, division winner, and beat them. Then that Giants team went on the road into Dallas, who was the number 1 seed, and played them after being swept in the regular season and beat them. Who do the Giants play this weekend? An Eagles team that's the number 1 seed in the division who swept them. Oh, and then there might be San Francisco or Dallas, and back then it was Green Bay. They went in there, and more importantly, the Super Bowl is in Arizona. And guess what channel it's on? It's on Fox, baby. Just like that one. Giants have this entire city, and I live in New York, really excited right now, really believing. And whether it's Daniel Jones or Eli Manning or Dexter Lawrence or Michael Strahan, there seems to be a lot of similarities, and I'm not going to be the one to put them down. Number 2, everyone I speak with is really impressed with the new Denver Broncos ownership group. They've interviewed several coaching candidates, and whether it be them or their agents that I've spoken to, everyone's been blown away. Let me explain. They inherited the team or bought the team midway through the season and immediately made an impact, put the right leadership group together, and that leadership group has been interviewing coaches. One of those leaders is former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, who's not only just sitting at the table, is playing an active role in these job interviews. They've also expressed an interest to use their many resources to make whatever the coach's decisions happen. What do I mean by that? Week 18, meaningless game. Denver's playing the Chargers. The field levels and the surface wasn't up to snuff. The ownership group put $400,000 into the field for a Week 18 game for a team that had 4 wins on the season and made sure that the field was in proper form to play that game against the Chargers. That goes a long way. Last year, Nathaniel Hackett, he wanted to add a clock management coach. The season was going down a certain way. Already had a bunch of guys on his staff. The ownership group said, yes, go for it. Hire that clock management person that you want to. They did. It was Jerry Rosberg, who was eventually the interim head coach. Things like that matter. They're a really intelligent group. They've got a wonderful presence about them in these meetings. Curious who the next head coach will be. Whoever it's going to be, I think is in good hands with those owners. Number 3, I'm becoming a bigger fan of Trevor Lawrence with every passing week. This guy's been rattling off win after win after win, and after being down 27-0 and throwing all those interceptions in the first half, found a way to bring his Jaguars all the way back and beat the Chargers on Saturday night. That was impressive. What I liked more, after the game, Trevor Lawrence took a crew of 20 and went to the Waffle House in Jacksonville, brought all his friends, picked up the bill, everything was great. And he even revealed his order. How about this one here? He got the Texas bacon cheesesteak, sounds delicious, hash browns smothered, and a pecan waffle. Do you call it pecan or pecan? I call it pecan. If you're a pecan person, tomato, either way, I'm sure it was delicious. Trevor Lawrence, great quarterback, awesome friend, and I like his order at the Waffle House. Number 4, I think Mike McCarthy is the story of this weekend's Cowboys-49ers matchup. It's a beauty. We got Burkhardt and Olsen on the call. We got Aaron Andrews on the sideline. We got everyone in the world watching with those 2 logos, Cowboys and Niners. And there's Big Mike on the sideline, often parodied, often the punchline of jokes online. A piñata really for jokes when it comes to game management and clock management. Sure enough, called a perfect game last Monday against the Buccaneers. And what if the Cowboys beat the Niners? And what if Mike McCarthy takes the Cowboys to their first NFC Championship game since 1995? Will he still be a joke? Will he still be the guy that everyone's putting on the hot seat before the season even starts? Or is Mike McCarthy going to get the last laugh? I hate to jump too far in advance, but if Mike McCarthy goes on a Super Bowl run and wins Jerry Jones, yet another Super Bowl trophy, think about his career. He wins one in 2010 with the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, waits all this time, and then goes to Dallas. So you got Green Bay, one of the most storied franchises, Cowboys, another one, and then 13 years later, wins one for Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and those guys. What a legacy it would be. Now, he could lose and this could all be moot and whatever. He's back on the hot seat like he always is. Or he can win and shut us all up. Number 5 I'm learning more and more about new Cardinals GM Monti Ossenfort. I don't know Ossenfort, never met him. That's probably a good thing for him. It means he's not talking to the media, and that's how it should be. But I did love this story. Monti Ossenfort had been jumping team to team and was searching for the right role, and then kind of had this fork in the road moment in his life. And he decided to start studying for the FBI entrance exam. Yes, he wanted to join the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Starts knee-deep getting into that when Scott Pioli, the old executive for the New England Patriots, calls him and says, hey, might have a spot for you up in New England. Would you be interested? He had to choose between FBI or New England Patriots. I'm not sure where there are more secrets between those two organizations. Chose the Patriots. 20 years later, after going from New England to several other places, Tennessee the last 3 years, to now Arizona. He's going to be making the pick in the top 5 for the Arizona Cardinals, and he'll also be an integral role in selecting their next head coach, Monti Ossenfort. I don't know him. That's probably a good thing. Guys, this is my favorite weekend of NFL football. 8 teams left, 4 games, clean and simple. 1 on Saturday night on Fox, 1 on Sunday night on Fox. I know you'll be watching, and if you want more of my stuff, go check out the Fox NFL digital space, and definitely check me out on Twitter at P Schrags, P-S-C-H-R-A-G-S. See you next week for Championship Weekend.